Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194, and I appreciate you taking the time to visit, check out my video.
Going double file.
And we're here in LFM in the Coach Dave Sprint Series back here at Silverstone. This time I'm in the Porsche. Like I said, I did one of these the other day, but didn't do so good. Was kind of just messing around, trying to get some settings. But now I think I have it more dialed in. So let's see what we can do.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Good night.
Clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Sun is definitely bright.
Yellow flag. Be careful there. Slow
Where?
car ahead. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That guy way outbroke himself. This is going to be a battle. Nope.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Good night, man. People wigging and going crazy lines all over the place. You're gonna leave the door open. I'm gonna take it.
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
that wasn't good.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Could have been more aggressive there, but be patient. Tires look good. Fourth place. Too deep. All right, moved up to third. Guess the leader went off. Son's a killer.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I had to give him some room. Yeah, he goes good, really good through there. Whew. Son, man.
Clear on the right.
Thought he was going to lose it. Good save, but I didn't know what to do. I was trying to get out of his way. Still back there. Great race. Just need to finish it out, I hope. away a little bit from the BMW, but still, one mistake and he'd be right there. Just keep pushing on him. Lap times are staying right there. Really, really happy with that. Not so good there. Tires look good. He's driving good. I got pressure on him, but he's driving good. Yeah, too much slidey, too slidey through there.
Gaining on the car heading sector 2.
Mess that up. Woo! Hot, hot. Thank you. he did a good job that time. That was awful. Now we got really close to the same pace, so it's really tough.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Wide. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I've got pressure on him the whole time, and he's really not made, a couple of little minor mistakes, but that was about it. Two more laps. Oh, man.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Blew that.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Well, that's a fail on my part. Tires are totally screwed now. Just glad I didn't hit the wall. Tires on the rear are cooked.
Leaders on final lap now.
Yeah, just drive for air, pretty much. fighting it out. Trying to get around them, but
The leader has finished the race.
should have had a podium, but blew it. Oh well, I did the best I could.
Good job, mate. You did your best to bring it back.
I just messed up that one lap. Oh, it's just what it takes. But, you know, car's good. You can definitely race with it, that's for sure. Oh. But that's the way it goes, like I said. But, whew, can't break now, man. Sweating like crazy. We'll go ahead and, like I said, we'll go ahead and, I don't know what's going on. Somebody's saying something to me. But anyway, I appreciate it, and we'll go to the LFM website and check out what that is, and then we'll also go to the setup and go over that. Alrighty, let's go over the results here at the LFM homepage here. Here we go. Again, I was in split 3 out of 6. And I finished 6th place, down 1 because I started 5th. So, again, a little disappointed in myself, but this is the way it goes. It was a good race, though. So, I mean, that's the one thing. I mean, it was a really fun race. So, you know, I'm not completely gutted or anything, and because, like I said, I enjoyed myself. It was really fun, really fighting it out with the McLaren, Gallo. Yeah, Gallo. I'm sorry. But, yeah, I thought that was really good. He drove a really great race. So I want to congrats him on his second, and Carlos on his first place in the Aston Martin. But, again, I thought he did a really good job because, I mean, I was, you know, pressure with him, and he just drove a good, clean race. So, again, I was really happy. Just my fault, really, just, you know, losing it and, you know, just kind of messing up there. It's a hard section for me. A lot of places there at Silverstone are tough. But anyway, I got incident points are 8, got a safety rating of 0.12, and my ELO went up 44. So we're up to 692 safety rating and a 1489. Just barely moving, very slow. You know, again, the longer race this week was at Kyalami, and I just haven't been able to get over there to do it. I like doing those, but I really want to be prepared when I do that because, you know, it's the multiplier in your ELO and all that. So I really want to, you know, be competitive to where I can at least do good. And I just haven't had the time to do it. Been so busy with working on cars and some setups and then trying to get Silverstone worked out. It's always been a difficult track for me. So again, just haven't had time, but I really hopefully I can hopefully, you know, do that really soon. Maybe not Kyalami, but the next one coming up. So again, I hope you enjoyed the race. I thought it was really fun. And let's go over to the setups so I can show you the setups. Alrighty, we're back here at Silverstone. Great looking car. Great looking car. So we're going to go over the setups. Like I said, I have 2 different setups that I want to put out there, and I'll put in the link in the description. And they're both got really close to the same pace, but they are probably more 2 different driving styles. So again, I'll put that out there. I was really torn between which one I wanted to go with, but I was really happy with what I decided. So let's go over them. This is the one I used in the race. It's 25.3 left front, 25.1 left rear, 26.6 right front, 26.2 right rear. The toe's negative 0.15 with the camber at negative 3.8 on the left front, negative 3.6 on the right front, and the caster at 10.4. The toe on the rear is a positive 0.2 with the camber at negative 2.9 on the left rear, negative 2.7 on the right rear. Electronics are 3, 3, and 3, which I probably should have had at 4 and 4, but that was my own fault. Fuel, of course, I did it with them with 55 liters, but in the race I only needed 50, and that was plenty. With a number 1 brake pad. Mechanical at 5 on the anti-roll bar, 51 on the brake bias. Steering ratio is 15. Springs in the front are 119,000 with a 500 bump stop rate and a 1 bump stop range. And on the rear, the springs are 187,000 with an 800 bump stop rate and a 10 bump stop range. Anti-roll bar is 4, and the preload on the diff is 140. I've tried a lot of different spring combinations, and to be honest, if you're gonna run like a heavy fuel load, let's say you're running 45 minutes to an hour, you might want to go one more click on the springs in the front. That's just a suggestion, but you might consider doing that because it's definitely a lot more weight over the front. If you have that much, obviously you're carrying 80 to 100 liters of fuel. You're having a lot. So, but you could try it here and see how it works. I would suggest on trying it and see how it does, and then if you're hitting or things like that, getting upset, going over bumps, stuff like that, you might want to go up to one more stiffer spring on the front. Just a suggestion. Shocks is 1122 on the front and 1132 on the left rear and 1122 on the right rear. And again, that's all dialed in with Motec and gone over it many times. So it's pretty close. I mean, again, I always wish it could be a little bit better, but it's pretty close. Aero, I got 54 in the front, 76 in the rear with a 3 splitter, a 12 wing, and a 3 in the brake ducts. And the front aero variation is a positive 0.7. So again, it's nice because that turn 1 where you can maybe just touch that a little bit, those bumps, little teeny the sausages there. If you hit it too hard, it'll upset the car, but you won't crash. But you can run over a little bit, and it'll take it fine, and it's not a problem. So again, just don't hit it real hard. So that's one reason I lifted up the front, because if it was bottomed out, if it was all the way down in the front, if you just touch that thing, it really messes you up. So again, it kind of helped me with that turn 1 where I want to turn a little bit tighter, and if I do barely touch it, it doesn't ruin my whole lap or even ruin my race. So again, the thing is with this setup, you got to be on the ragged edge. I mean, you're like that way with the Porsche, but I mean, even you got to be 110%. Through the corners, on the brakes. I mean, you got to slide it a little bit. Things like that. You just got to push the car absolutely to the limit, trying to get everything out of it. And if that's not the way you drive, then that's okay, because I have something that's a little bit. You don't have to be as push it as hard. So we'll go over the next one. And of course, the first one in the description will be the one I use for the race. So again, I'll put this one at probably 8.5, and I'll put the race one at 8.6, and I'll put that as the first link in the description. And of course, I might try to put something next to it like this, LD, which is low downforce, or something like that, next to this one, as it's got less downforce. Now, the tires I'll just leave the same. Here's a few tenths difference, but the toe on the front is negative 0.2. That's the only difference, I think. That's a little bit different. I got the rear is still positive 0.2, and the camber is negative 2.8 on the left rear, negative 2.6 on the right rear. So a little different, but that's the main difference. Is got a little bit more turn in, since I don't have the rear end jacked up as much and things like that. So again, I use this to help the turn in. Electronics are still 333. Fuel's still the same. Mechanical should be the same. I'm gonna probably change that to 15 just to slow it down too. But again, it's still 5 on the anti-roll bar, 51 on the brake bias, 15 on the steer ratio. Now this one's a little bit different with the spring settings. I mean, I got 119,000 in the front with a 600 bump stop rate and a 1 bump stop range. And on the rear, the springs are 187,000 with a 900 bump stop rate and a 10 bump stop range. Now you can try the 500 and the 800. I'm sure it would probably be fine. I just never went through it. I'm sure if it works on the other one, it will work on this one. So just something to consider. If you think it needs to be softened up a little bit, I would just do that. Just go down one click on all 4 of those. Anti-roll bar's 4 and the preload is 140, same as the other one. Shocks are the same, the 1122 and the 1132 and the 1122 on the right rear. Aero is where it's different. I got 55 in the front, 73 in the rear with a 4 splitter and a 10 wing and a 3 in the brake ducts, and the front aero variation is a 1.3 to the positive. So again, this one on that turn 1, if you run over the sausages and stuff a little bit heavier, I mean, I'm not talking run them over real hard, but it takes it even better. It's just like one step better over those. So let's say, I mean, you run over some of these things a little bit more. This car will take it a little better than the other one, the other setup. And the balance isn't so. It's a little bit more balanced, and for the wing and everything else, so it actually has it's a solid 1 mile an hour faster down each straightaway. So the front and the back straightaway, either straightaway, it's a good mile an hour faster than the other setup. So again, that helps you a little bit down the straightaways. But again, in the corners, I mean, it's still good. It's still very balanced. Tire wear is really good. It's just, again, you can push it the 100%, but that 110%, not like the other one, you just can't. So again, still the pace are about the same. So again, I mean, it's really close. I mean, it's up to driver. It's really, really close. I ran good times with both these setups. Actually, the other one in qualifying in the LFM race, I ran my personal best with the Porsche. Not my overall personal best, but my personal best in the Porsche. I ran a 158.90. So that's a little bit faster than my personal best from a while ago. So again, definitely making inroads slowly, but and I think this one would run the same pace. It just right conditions. It just a little bit different driving style. So again, I appreciate it. I hope you give me a like and subscribe. Again, both of these setups, the links for these setups will be in the description, and again, they're always for free. Like all my setups are free. I mean, you can make a donation to help support the channel, and I have a PayPal link down in the description also, but it's not a must. I really appreciate a like and subscribe, and of course, I love talking to all my sim racing friends. So again, I always enjoy that. So any comments would be are great, and I sure hope you enjoyed the video and you come back and you visit again soon. See ya.